It's week 14 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Tyrone Tracy. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Giants and the Saints, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth. But, Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a...
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Third and long. Locke out of the shotgun. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Carr to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. The Saints will punt this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. On the bootleg, it's Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So 7-0 to score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. On first down, Carr. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. This will be a Saints first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Carr working out of the gun. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Second down and 8. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Second down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, it's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay game. Here's the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Lock to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. It's locked. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A short one there to Bellinger.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Carr now on 2nd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back is Carr. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's locked. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is locked. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. First and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Carr now to throw on first down. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end Burrow is in motion. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now, Carr. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put Wilson in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. It'll be a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A carry here for Tracy. And he will have a Giants 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Slayton is the man in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 1st down.
On the ground, here's Tracy. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Saints offense and their running back set to go once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Up until that run, this 1st half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st and 10, Carr. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Carr. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Carr now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Locke. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Third and 9. Locke out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
At their own 12-yard line.
First down throw for Carr. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Carr. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Carr working out of the gun. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdes-Scantling. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with first and 10. Locke. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. The G-Man got a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Drew Lock. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll give this to Kamara, running right. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. For the shotgun, it's Carr. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lock. Open man is Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run with Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2.
On play action. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, The defense was all over him.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Again, up the middle with Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Here's Kamara. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense. Still 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. He'll work forward for a couple. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Lock to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lock to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The visitors' offense, and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Carr to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Locke. Connects with his big tight end, Manhertz. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake. It's Locke. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. Carr now to throw on 1st down. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds. You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the fourth. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Lock out of the shotgun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. They'll run here with Kamara. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Again, it'll be Kamara. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The home team's offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, And generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
To throw is Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Slayton is the man in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. That is caught. It's Robinson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past as they'll try to get this one to the finish line. They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Carr working out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
1st and 10. Now Locke. This one is caught by Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Locke. And that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. It is 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The victories have been few and far between this year, but they're closing in on a W here. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They put Wilson in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.